Welcome to another week. It's another week. We're in Suffolk. This is my case. I've got another big kit on my back that you can't see. I'm not even using my proper camera. I've got to get it out. But I didn't want to go into the hotel without you for the start of a new week. What number am I? 102. Without saying hi to you guys. So let's go to the room together. Not too bad, a little bit plain, but we aren't complaining. At least it's down the end of the corridor, so it should be nice and quiet. Right, I'm gonna get unpacked. Oh, it is hot. Let's unpack together. Hi. Did I forget a tripod? Yeah, I did. I'm gonna unpack my toiletry bag with you and show you what I've brought for the week. Beauty blender, self-explanatory. My own personal one that I carry everywhere. This is my tooth guard for my TMJ at night, not very exciting. Deodorant, Dove, roll-on, very standard. Mousse, any thin hair girls, if you put this on, when your hair's wet after showering it, it will give you more texture and volume. Even if you've got straight hair, just put it in, it really helps. Little travel brush, medication. My little homemade concealer and blush palette. I just fill them up each time I travel, and then they're just really handy and small and on the go for touch-ups. Eyelash curlers. This is Hello Sunday SPF. I've just decanted it into a little pot. That should get me through the week just about. Bring my own conditioner because I don't trust the conditioners in hotels, and this came with a hair dye kit and it's brilliant. Another makeup blush or powder, my UK lash for lash growth, more tablets. Aquaphor, absolutely amazing, inclusive night balm to put on top of everything else just to really trap that hydration in. Really cute NARS translucent powder, which goes with that little brush. Travel toothbrush, obviously, this is compostable. I didn't want to carry my electric toothbrush along with everything else. Acura concealer, not going to wear any foundation, just going to use this concealer. It is absolutely amazing, it's so pigmented. Elf lip liner, super creamy. Eyebrow queen brow gel. This is night cream. Back a little pot of foundation. This is Stila foundation, but I just put it in this little pot just in case. Avon Extreme Mascara. So I'm just going to organise this and then say goodnight. Welcome to the first day back. The first night. Oh my god, I can't even talk. I'm so tired. Oh. It's 5:30 and this is the first day of filming for Jimmy and Shivy's Sunday morning farm on Sunday. I don't know the title yet. So I'm getting up in loads of SPF on because although the weather's been not that great, it's probably going to be a bit sunny at points, so I've got the old SPF on. Gonna keep drinking my water. Try and wake up, get ready and get my makeup on. Lovely, thanks very much. Okay, morning, properly. Left the hotel and I walked up, it's literally, it's just around that corner down there. 5 minutes walk up to the station because that's the only place I can get coffee. There is coffee in the hotel, but it's one of those machines which automatically make it, and they've only got dairy milk. So I came up here and got a very large cappuccino, which is very much needed. Also, it's been absolutely freezing and everyone's been cold and wet, and now it's really sunny. I feel like I've got too much on, and I didn't bring enough clothes, I didn't bring the right outfits, but I'm actually thinking today I probably could have got away with wearing something else, so I'm a bit annoyed with myself. As usual, I never make the right decision when it comes to clothes, but maybe now I've said that it'll rain later, so I've never hoped for rain before, but always a first.
To do, if you wanted to.
So here we are at location, we're on a farm, as you might be able to tell, some old stables there, and our actual studios underneath this barn here, and I've got with me Hannah, our producer, carrying in her own printer. She must come with her own printer, of course. Heaven forbid she use anyone else's. And Tilly is our runner. And she's been looking after us all, making sure we're all fed and watered. Basically holding the whole show together, to be honest. Right. Bit of muffin. Shivi's done. Did a fishtail plait, red lip. Don't know if it looks too full on. See it on camera. She's so beautiful, she can get away with absolutely anything. Nina Wadio is our guest today, so I've got to do Jimmy's hair and makeup. And then Nina, although Nina's going to come in first because they're not starting filming without her, it's got to be all three of them. So she's now coming through the door from a taxi, so let's get Nina done. Okay, Nina's done. Couldn't record any of it because, although I'd met her before, we were, oh, it's very bright. Although I'd met her before, we were very quickly talking about her family and the loss of her mum and dad, and it was very lovely and very emotional, so I couldn't just be like, oh, can I get my camera and start filming you? Anyway, we're just getting set. I've just done the final checks, but obviously left my camera down in the barn, so that was really stupid because you couldn't see any of it. So I'm bringing you up with me now. I've just got myself a little can of Costa to feel like there's some joy in my life.
Dating thing, is it?
It's not for a dating thing.
What are you doing while I'm eating a crumpet?
Well, swallow then. Bala, what do you do on set?
I'm a cameraman.
And what does that involve?
Not very much really. To not eat too much and flirt with everybody. And then occasionally I stand on a camera and film.
No, that's what I'm behind the camera.
Some people like it, some people don't. Which camera are you on then?
Me? I'm on the second camera.
Okay.
Which
so
is
you're
like the
getting
first
close-ups?
camera, but the second camera.
Well, I think people are going to learn a lot from this. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Well,
How long have you been doing this?
30 years.
Right, it's still just point and shoot.
Point and shoot, yeah.
Right, okay.
I get the easiest job normally.
That's Bala's camera is that one there, right? On the tripod on the floor.
I'm also the best looking cameraman here.
Don't know whether that's true, but okay. We built a wall of straw to try and keep the window. There's my kit bag, there's the gallery, and there is the studio.
Okay, 3, 2.
Good morning!
This is Sam. Sam, you're right under there.
Hi!
We've just had a little break in film. We've gone between one scene, one cook. That cook's just finished, and it was a lovely cold chicken salad. I've now got some for my lunch because the catering thought I was gluten free, which I'm not. I just can't eat flour, so everything's got flour in it. So I can't have that. So I'm gonna have some of this. And we're just getting ready for the next cook, which is the jambalaya. We've actually moved this tent a little bit to try and protect the equipment. As you can see, they're trying to put umbrellas over all of the gallery, the monitors, the mixing desk. It's not ideal.
I'm not here to teach
Morning. Tried in my tight sleepiness last night. I tried doing this thing where I wrapped around my freshly blow-dried hair around the scrunchie, which seemed quite a good idea to try and force some curls into it at the time. Now with getting it out, it feels like one of my not so bright ideas. I didn't finish recording yesterday. I didn't finish the video. Also, the battery was going to die, and then it just started getting so heavy with rain, and it was just. I also haven't got a tripod, and it was busy, and I just didn't get to finish it. You know what it's like on set with me. I rarely get to do any kind of like content while I'm there. It's just too full on. But we finished quite a good time. About well. Oh God, what have I done? What have I done? Oops. Finished about 6, got back about, maybe we finished a bit later than that, got back at 7, so. Apart from the ends actually, it doesn't look too bad. And I just came and should have gone straight to bed, but I ended up WhatsApping, getting back to people, And then I just was awake all night, like just having these crazy, crazy dreams. And I thought my alarm went off, but it was I think it was a seagull, but it sounded so loud. It was in my room, but I don't know why I also would think a seagull would be my alarm, because it's not. It's very bizarre behaviour on my part. Wow. Well. And I just feel awful. That's all I can say. I feel absolutely awful, and I look it too. I tried to prop you up in the mirror so I could record getting ready, but I haven't got a tripod and nothing works. So, oh my god, my hair. I'm just gonna get ready and then we're gonna go and get coffee. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Mark,
Hello.
what's your job here?
I am the camera assistant running fourth camera and dip.
But you don't seem like an assistant, you seem like you're doing everything alone and everywhere.
That's bottom of the pile sort of stuff.
And you often stand on this
I'm
barrel.
monitoring that camera with the lights, I do the cards, the data. I do.
So when you go back to the hotel in the evenings, I hear you say you're wrangling. What's that mean?
So basically I take everyone's cards at the end of the shoot.
And the cards come from?
The cameras and that monitor and Dino's show mix, so it's all ISO. And I run it through software that tells you if you've done it properly, I guess.
Right.
And then everything's on to the drives that we give off to production.
Okay, so then it goes into an editor?
Yes,
All the
then it
drives
goes to
go
an editor, but my job I think is probably the most underappreciated but most important role, because if I mess mine up we haven't got any footage from the entire day that we've shot, so
Yeah, that is very scary. I don't know how you cope with
then
that.
you've got to fill out the log as well. Yeah, it's great fun. You go to bed at about 11 every night, back up again at 6.
So you're getting, what, 5 hours sleep if that a night?
Yeah,
And then on your
something like
feet
that.
all day?
But it's alright, we've got a runner for coffee today.
Yeah, I mean, what would we do with that coffee and chocolate? Thanks, Mark.
No worries.
I think the show will be, it will go as a line cut, it's a complete show, but in the edit they'll pull it to pieces and make it again. Yeah, so that's what I do on this. On a live show, it's very different. You're timing and you're cueing presenters and calling the cameras, and then it's much more about you are an assistant to the director because you are helping. So he can just focus on what the beauty shots are, and you are driving the programme.
You have to keep time on that because if a live show, you fall
can't
off the air.
fall off
Yeah.
So and you can't crash commercials because the
really
sponsors
strict.
pay for that. Those commercials, they.
So Steve,
Hey,
what's your job on set?
I'm the sound recorder, so I'm in charge of all of the sound.
What does that involve? Like, what does your day look like? You know, how do you go about your day?
Okay, so on this particular production, I turn up, I've got to sort out basically all of the earpieces for all of the producers, directors, and
So they all sit along in the gallery.
they sit along in the gallery and listen to what's going on. I've got microphones on presenters, I've also got to put headsets on the presenters so which are supposed to be hopefully invisible so no one can see them, and so the gallery can talk to them and tell them what they're doing. And then on top of that, basically just making sure that all the cameras have got sound feeds to them, and so at the end of the day the sound is pretty flawless really, and they don't have to do too much in the edit with it.
So that banging that's happening behind us, would you carry on filming if you could hear that banging?
No, I wouldn't. No, I'd probably pick up the hammer and hit Jimmy with it.
All right, that's one way to deal with things. And how does the sound from their packs go? Is it all fed into the...
Okay.
How does that work?
Yeah,
How
so
do we
they-
get it at the end of the...
So they've got radio mics on, something like this, which would be hidden away under their clothing, so you can't see them. And that would go into this transmitter here, one of these, which would then basically go through the aerials, which there's one there and one there.
Oh, I see. That's what these things
Yeah,
are.
yes.
I always wanted this one little point there,
Yeah,
and that's
one
the
there, one
aerial.
the other side, and that
Right.
basically picks up the signal, which then goes down the wires to my mixer, and this is basically the main mixer, which effectively all the sound goes to. You can see there I've got 4 channels up. I've got everyone labelled. I've got Jimmy's channel there on channel 2. I got Shivy on
So it's
3.
their names, yes.
Dick on 4 and Dom on 5. So that's 4 channels I've got up at the moment.
Right.
And basically everything comes through here, and then it basically goes out via via that and that to the gallery and to the cameras.
That's fascinating.
So I've got to make sure all the levels are right. I've got to make sure there's no clothes rustle on the microphones.
Jewellery is annoying, isn't it?
Jewellery
sometimes?
can be annoying. Sometimes I do have to ask people to take jewellery off, and usually people are pretty good, but sometimes you have to compromise a bit if it's something that they really love wearing and you think, okay, well, I'm going to have to move the mic somewhere else. I would say probably in some ways that's, apart from just keeping on top of everything. On this shoot, for instance, there is an awful lot going on in terms of sound. But generally, you know, the main thing is just trying to hide the mics so you can't see them, and so they still sound good.
Okay, thanks, Steve. And if anyone wanted to go into a career like yours, would you recommend it?
Oh yeah, it's great. It's great
Yeah.
fun. Yeah, because in some ways you're kind of your own department really, and so once you do have to amass quite a lot of equipment, and you know it's starting out. It's quite difficult because you can't always afford to buy everything, and so you have to hire it. And I think gradually, the more equipment you buy, the easier your job gets in some ways because you know you've got all the tools for the job really.
Yeah. So, do you actually get paid any more money for bringing kit?
Oh yeah.
Right. So you supply that, and then
So I
that's
supply the kit, and that goes on top of my daily rates.
Brilliant.
And then for a shoot like this, for instance, there's a lot of extra things. So on the standard shoot, there might be just 2, 3, 4 radio mics. On this, there's a lot. I mean, the worst thing about this. Well, the worst thing about this job.
One question I got asked, by the way.
No, I'd say seriously, the worst thing about this job are the cameramen.
Yeah! We work so closely
Because
together.
they're all charming.
Funny thing is I'm
in their
training
own
to be a
strange
Sandy
ways.
as well.
Oh God! Why would you?
Yeah, don't complicate
I'm
things.
doing everything.
There's always someone eager to steal your job.
Oh yeah, that is true in this industry. Thanks, Steve.
No worries.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, it is now at 5:30, and we have somehow, remarkably, managed to avoid the rain all day. So I'm really annoyed that I bought a scarf to wear for the rest of filming because I haven't actually needed it. I haven't even put a coat on. It's been so nice. So much so that obviously the set's behind me, but looking this way down onto the estuary, I can now see another town or village across the other side, and it's never been nice enough to be able to see that before. So anyway, yes, it's gone well. I don't feel great. I have ate 16 club bars, 4 packets of crisps, 2 chicken thighs, a yogurt muffin, piece of cake. So that, you know, that could be some, you know, source towards why I'm not feeling great. But I absolutely cannot stay up late tonight. I've got to. I don't know, I'm not talking absolute nonsense again. Oh God. Problems on this, there's no time to like concentrate on yourself. You just feel like you look horrible all the time. So anyway, I think we're going to wrap a pretty good time. We're slightly over, but one thing I'm going to make sure I do is not go to bed late tonight and not eat anymore is going to be one of the main goals. Thanks very much. Bye, room. believe how bad I look. Anyway, my battery's going to go, so we're just doing the first setup. Done all the hair and makeups, and now we're going to be doing some... All good. Thank you very much for letting me borrow it.
No worries.
I'm going handheld now, like a rebel that I am. So we're doing this wood carving segment now outside. Creamy when it's going through, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, silver birch is this marvellous wood for carving. It's like butter, really.
Yeah.
Take the base some of it.
Yeah, it's lovely. But it's very durable.
Keep going that way towards Jimmy.
That's it.
Am I lifting up at the end?
Yeah, it's more.
Got a little go on the old woodworking device, didn't I? That was fun. It's got a little bit colder and windier, so I've gone and put a jumper on. We just filmed some barbecuing, some steak and salad. That took about half an hour, and then we had to obviously reset all of that, get rid of the barbecue, pack everything down, clear all the food up, and then bring the next batch of food up. So Vic there, who's walking down through now, Vic's the home ec, and she is preparing, along with Lola, there's two of them, preparing all the food in advance, which is including like the final one of what it's meant to look like, because we have to swap it in case something goes wrong. And you know, really beautiful versions of the food we're going to cook, so we can film those kind of pack shots, which is the shots where the beauty shots, you know, when you're like, here's what we made earlier, and then they show it. But the actual cook is done in real life by Jimmy and Shivy, really on this oven top and on this set. But there still has to be backups, and the food has to be chopped and has to be put on beautiful bowls, and you know, everything like that. So let's see if we can find... God, I'm out of breath just walking up a little tiny bit of bloody hill. That is probably because I've had 10 pieces of cake in about 3 days. Let's see if we can ask J-Dog what his role is on the show. Okay, this is a jib. Weight down one end, camera down the other. This long arm, which has got like a rotating...
It's going to go, we've got to get on these close ups, right?
Oh, we'll speak to J-Dog in a minute. I was about to come and annoy you.
Oh, the eggs first.
Do you think I'm going to meet the love of my life on this show?
I think I found the love of my life, so anything's possible.
He's just there, look. Let's zoom in on him.
Right, let's do this quick. It's got chicken on the low gas.
He's very small there, but he turns out he's single. He's very handsome. Turns out he's single. He likes country and western. Lives in Ireland. Oh, don't really care. Oh, okay. All right. Well, if you care, then I care. So yeah.
Never heard that laugh then.
Looking forward to getting married by the end of the show.
No, we're doing pickups.
Here's Sam jogging back to position.
Go on, Sam.
Go on, Sam. Go on, Sam.
I'm coming up, we believe in you.
Just so she can watch the cricket.
On the flour, everybody. That's the white stuff in that dish. There we go.
We've successfully just done a Arctic roll.
Oh, what?
Do you know? What do you do? Apart from not brush your
very
hair.
much at all. Just question everybody.
Question everyone's
That's
decisions.
what I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good at it.
Yeah, you do seem
Good
very
at
good
it.
at that.
Yeah.
How long many years have you been
Self-taught.
questioning? Okay.
Well, I started in black and white, moved on to sepia,
Okay.
and now I do this.
Great. Well, that's
45 years.
that's started when you were about 25.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks.
Thanks, Vic.
We've got a lovely show in store for you today, and as always, we've got a wonderful guest to keep us company. This week, we're joined by country music superstar Nathan.
We're gonna
great
celebrate.
makeup artist.
Oh yeah, perfect. We've just wrapped. We're wrapped. Woo! Everyone's very excited. Got a few tunes on to celebrate. Problem is now we've got to pack everything down, which, as you can imagine, is hellish. Tilly, how have you found being a runner on the show?
Oh, it's been an experience.
Yes.
To say the least. I'm getting out of it. No, I loved it. It's been.
Very tiring for you.
It's tiring. I'm not used to waking up so early.
Yeah.
I'm definitely a night owl.
Yeah.
It's been so much fun. It's been so worth it.
Do you think it's different to how people imagine working in TV?
Yeah. You don't realise how much actually goes into it.
Especially cooking with all the setups and the washing up. So earlier I was trying to explain the jib, but I think, you know, hopefully James will try and explain a little bit better what he does.
What do I do?
Yeah.
Waggle this thing around.
Well, yeah, but that seems a bit different to just holding a normal camera. It's got this big old...
Yeah, well, it's a
arm.
jib. So as you see, it doesn't weigh. It's really heavy, but it doesn't weigh anything.
That's
so there's
nuts.
a load of counterweight at the end.
Yes, I showed them that earlier.
So
That was
it's
good.
a big, there, big long arm. It basically means I can get really high in the air and everywhere around. You get a lot of movement without doing anything. So I run at this end. And then obviously I can get the camera all the way up there.
Look how high you can get it up, so that can then point down and get a really nice wide shot.
I've got full control. So
Look at that. Oh, yeah. What a lovely image for it to see.
And yeah, so basically it's a big old pole with the camera at the end. Lots of weights at this end just to balance it out, and it gives you these sort of high up shots you can't get with a normal camera.
And are you looking through the viewfinder, or are you going to be
I've
looking
got
in
a
the
bit of both.
monitor?
I've got two, so obviously if the sun, mainly that's there if the sun's there, just so I can check focus and framing, and then if it's one that's really detailed, I can kind of.
So you
chuck my
put this
head in.
around to try and block out the light?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
that.
genius.
Basically, TV tinfoil.
TV. It's really hard, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
like the sharp,
Yeah, it's called
thin
black
metal.
wrap. It's good because it moulds to things. You can use it as a sunshade.
Unless you poke your eye out with it.
Yeah, which we try not to do.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks very much. Brilliant. Well, that's the end of filming. That is nearly the end of this vlog. As you can see, I'm very glamorously outside of Greg's. How we like to finish. Got all my kit with me. Massive suitcase bag and backpack on, which is really heavy. And now Shivy and I are waiting for our train to Liverpool Street. And I cannot wait to get home, wash this face off, sort this skin out. Do you feel like your skin's like reacted badly over here? Or you've been alright? Yeah. I've been a bit weird. Anyway, I'll see you on the way home. Oh, it's such a lovely evening. Oh, I've just edited all of my YouTube video from my week in Suffolk. And gosh, I hope I haven't got anything into my teeth because I've just eaten something. Obviously I haven't got any makeup on, have been working from home all day, just running errands, trying to get everything back and sorted after a week away. I've got so much. I took my laptop with me but couldn't really do anything, so I've got so much proper like business work to catch up on. Anyway, I realised that I didn't do any kind of outro on this. I just dumped my kit in. So after that I did 2 loads of washing, cleaned all my kit, repacked it, sorted out all the brushes, unpacked all my like overnight clothes and everything. And yeah, anyway, so I'm back into another week now and it's been busy since. I've been doing more of the One show, more of the AbFab documentary. I've been working with Mercedes at Silverstone quite a lot. So, and I haven't done it and vlogged any of that because, oh, I'm really in the shadow, because I just, yeah, I can't do it every week. It's just too much going on and too much in my head. Although I do my Instagram and TikTok and all of that every day. Stories every day, almost a post or a video tutorial every day. So if you do want daily makeup tips and chats and what I love to use, please head over to the Instagram. Anyway, I wanted to finish off with a little goodbye. Thank you for watching. I feel like it could have been better, to be honest. I feel like I could have recorded more and got really like more of what's going on, but obviously it's a job that I need to keep quite private. It's not been released yet, but I wanted to show you the set and what goes on between this, behind the scenes. So I had to try and get that balance right, and obviously I, you know, tried to get little bits of makeup filmed when it was, you know, okay with everyone for me to do that. So anyway, I hope you had a little bit of a glimpse of it, and I will see you in my next Diary of a Makeup Artist. Bye.